Republicans always say the reason why women make less than men on average is because women and men do different jobs, right? Women are more likely to become teachers, and men are more likely to do more labor-intensive jobs. You have a lot more male representation in these sectors than female representation. And what irks me is that this is actually true. But ever wonder why that is? Despite what a lot of Republicans would like you to believe, it's not because of lack of interest. And a lot of this has to stem from historical oppression of women. It turns out that when women are actually in these roles, they actually thrive and excel. Let me go ahead and give you an example of what I mean. During World War II, a lot of men got drafted and got sent out to fight in these wars, right? But when a lot of men got drafted, they left behind a lot of jobs. And because of the ongoing war efforts, a lot of jobs opened in manufacturing and things like that, very labor-intensive jobs. And guess who had to step up to fill those roles? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't the men. They were all gone. Turns out it was the women, and they actually thrived in these roles. How do we know they actually excelled? Because when the men came back to the country, they came back to a much better country, and the country didn't go haywire when they were gone. In fact, because of how well manufacturing went for the later years after World War II, America became the manufacturing hotspot of the world, which is insane. So you're probably wondering, okay, if all this is true, then why are women so underrepresented in these industries right now? Well, a lot of it has to do with what happened when the men came back. You see, when the men came back, they were all like, you did a good job, but now it's time for you to go back and take on your original traditional role. And essentially, we did the equivalent of giving women the middle finger and saying, go make me a sandwich. So what happened is that a lot of women got driven out of these highly physically demanding job sectors, right, in exchange for men. And they got driven out of their work. And it wasn't because they were lousy workers or whatever. It's just because, like I said, historical oppression, and because women in those days were seen as needing to be caretakers of the home. So if you're wondering why today you have a lot less women representation in these sectors, a lot of it, like I said, has to do with the fact that when women were given the opportunity to be in these sectors and they wanted to remain in these sectors, us men decided to say, hell no.